And the reason why my stuff is homemade, because I want to actually be able to cook, or at least learn how to cook something. And I'm guessing some people know how to cook, it's just that they don't really have the time to do it. If you guys can ignore the background, that would be great. I wanted to say that in this video that I wanted to do the 4,000 calorie challenge so that I can eat foods that I like and then keep track of all the foods that I'm eating. And it helps with meal prep as well, because that way I know how many meals I would like to have in a day, because sometimes I eat 2 or I eat 3, and depending on what I like in this challenge, it will determine if I like to eat 2 or 3 meals. And I've realised as well that I have energy, so that's why I probably enjoy eating food more, because I gain energy from it. And there are days where I know that I'm sometimes busy, but there are days where I want to have energy, but I just don't. But I still do what I like to do, and I still try and do the best that I can. The point I wanted to make is that if you guys were to join me on this challenge, is that you should keep track of every food or drink that you're having, including the additional calories. And I'm saying this because you need to be able to break down the foods that you have, whether it's carbohydrates, whether it's nutrients, and whether it's protein. Because the protein that I get, let me just explain, that I get my protein from eggs, and I get my carbohydrates from like the different types of bread that I'm eating. Maybe I might have a sandwich, and then the nutrients that I get is in the smoothies that I have, and I get my energy by having a mix of different fruits in my smoothies. And just to be clear, they're frozen fruits, and in my opinion they taste better. I wanted to just remind you that I do actually exercise, and if you were to do this challenge with me, it's good for you to exercise as well. That way the foods you're eating, you're not overeating, and no, let me rephrase that. You won't be overeating, but you'll just gain weight all of a sudden if you don't exercise, and exercise is not part of your routine. And it's very important that if you were to do this challenge, that you enjoy eating different types of foods which you like. So to make it clear, you should just eat foods that you like, and not just eat things that you do not like. I think it's obvious, but I just wanted to point that out. And I wanted to say that if you were to do this, it's not good to measure your weight, as you saw in the previous video. It's not good for you to measure your weight in a day. I think it's good for you to know at the start of the week what your weight is before you eat anything, and then around the end of the week you should measure what exactly your weight is whenever you do the challenge. And normally it's good for you to have breaks so that your body can recover. If you were to do this, that it's good for you to know how you feel after, whether you eat more and then you feel like you can't get up, or you eat less but you feel less energetic. So that's why I'm saying that it's good for you to at least realize how you feel afterwards you've eaten more or less. And you notice this by doing this challenge, by practicing meal prep, having a mixture of different things. And the reason why my stuff is homemade, because I want to actually be able to cook, or at least learn how to cook something. And I'm guessing some people know how to cook, it's just that they don't really have the time to do it. So that's why I think in this video it's better for me to mention that you should at least spend some time at least preparing meals so you know what's in them, and then you can track the calories that way.